Hey, it's Phil. Just want to give you a quick review after a month of driving my Subaru Forester Sport 2021. Dark blue, wonderful, cool, orange accents everywhere. Hey, I grew up in New York watching the Mets and the Knicks, so I guess, in the Islanders, go Islanders. So I guess I'm predisposed to the dark blue and orange colors. Just when I saw it, I couldn't believe it. I went to one dealer near me, and they didn't have it. They didn't have any of them, as a matter of fact. So I decided to just look on Car Gurus, and I found it like an hour and a half away from me. In this environment, you got to go where you can get a car. And now I don't even know, after a month of more of this chip shortage, I don't even know if you can get a car at this point. But I absolutely love this car. I did a lot of research. I love this moonroof, sunroof. I drove a Mustang GT convertible for a while, and I just love having the feeling of being outside, the outdoors, the wind blowing, and this is just magnificent. It's a big car, it's a tall car. I'm a tall person. I'm 6.5 feet tall with long legs, like I'm daddy long legs, so people call me a giraffe sometimes, not to my face, but if they do, that's okay. But there's plenty of room in the front. For the front passengers, behind me there's plenty of room also. For rear passengers, I could sit behind me comfortably also. There's also a lot of room in the trunk. So for me, being able to fit things in, being able to not scrunch down or have to wedge things in, nothing's wedged. It's easy to get things in. It's easy to remove things from the trunk or the back seat. When I bought the car, I got extra protection for the trunk and also for the seats. So I feel like, and also for the bumper cover. I got those things also, so that was great. But this car's in a month, it's unbelievably smooth to drive. It's probably the best car I've ever driven. I love my Mustang. Mustang was so planted to the ground. You felt like you were moving at every turn. This feels the same. It's bigger. Yeah, it's like driving like a greenhouse on wheels because there's so much visibility, and it's so nice. Like I'm by the beach. I call it the beach cruiser. I'm by the beach now, and it's wonderful. I mean, you just sit here, you feel like you're one with the beach, and you feel like you're one with the road too. It's a higher car, so my problem was I drove a Mazda 3 hatch, and I'm getting up and down is like ridiculous. It's so low to the ground, and same with the Mustang. So I drive this car, it's a little higher up. It's not as high as some SUVs, but it's higher up. It's perfect. It's a perfect height to get in and out of the car. You don't struggle to get in and out. The car is really smooth. They say the gas mileage is like 29 local, city, 33 highway. It's more like, I'd say combined 27 to 29. 29 is a little high, maybe 27, 28 miles a gallon. 25, 26 city, 28.9 highway about. Like if you drive like a grandma, okay, you can get as much as you want. But I used to drive a Prius, and I know how to take the foot off the gas to get the maximum amount of mileage possible. So I like playing that game. I like putting that up on my, there's a bunch of different screens here. That top screen could show you like miles per hour. This one shows you like your radio. There's also one in the middle you could program for how many miles per hour, and digital you can look at. I like the steering wheel. It's really nice. I like the accents. All that is great. It really helped to watch videos on YouTube, like I said, watching Rady's rides. There was this other guy, this red-haired guy, I forgot his name, who shows you how to use all the buttons. And that's helpful to a point. Everything in life, I guess, requires like some practical knowledge and some usability. You actually got to use it to figure it out. So, but it really helped. Like even the guy was saying how if you went in a car wash, you have to disable certain things. You have eyesight technology up here. You have other things you do also. I like also the feature where you have the auto vehicle hold over here. That's really nice. So if you're stopped at a light or something, you can take your foot off the brake and just sit and wait until traffic clears, and then you go. Another nice feature is, even though I don't need it because I'm not texting while I'm driving, if people text while they drive, which you don't want them to do, if a car moves in front of you, it tells you, hey, let's put the phone down, let's go. So it basically tells you the car's moved in front of you. The car has tremendous technology. It drives really well. The minute you get into it, it feels like you've driven this car your whole life. and you don't want to give it up. And I feel that way too, and I'm probably not going to give it up. And that's the way I feel about it. It's such a nice, comfortable car to take long drives in, short drives, whatever you want to do. It's an attractive car. I mean, I've looked at Subarus in the past, and I'd be like, that's really not for me. I saw the sportier model. They put a 2.5 liter engine in it. That's great too. A lot of people complain about why isn't there a turbo engine in it? Okay, that's fine. But you put a turbo engine in this car, and then you need premium gas. Now, I don't have a problem with premium gas, but the first tank I got from this car was filled up with regular gas, and it drove really nicely. And then the second tank I put premium gas in there, like 93 octane. Initially at 87, and I don't think it drove as well. It's very strange. It didn't drive as well. It didn't get as good gas mileage. So now I'm back to just a regular gas. I usually use Mobil gas or Costco, because Costco gas is reasonably priced, and it's decent gas too. And Mobil, I just like Mobil from years of using it. But I feel like 87 octane is fine for this car. And also the 2.5 liter engine, to me, is fine. There's another feature in this car. You see over here, this is like intelligent drive. So it gives you like normal drive. This is sport drive. So you put that into sport drive, you get some more giddy up and go. Do you need it all the time? I don't think so. I really don't. I mean, when you first put the car on, it has to warm up a little bit. Maybe it's not as quick. Okay. But under normal driving, more than adequate power. It's not a Mustang 5.0 GT power, but what is? But that's fine too. Even the EcoBoost was fine driving that too with the Mustang. But I feel like this car is adequate power, more than adequate room. You have a family, you're just a tall person looking for some room in the world. Don't feel like you're always scrunched up when you're driving a car. I mean, that's been my experience driving cars. Even my Mustang GT, my knee was always hitting like the dashboard or the front column here. So it's not happening in this car. I got plenty of room. I don't get the butt fatigue like you get in normal cars. There's plenty of room on the seat. The seats are really nice. If you look, they're a combination of leather and cloth, and the cloth is nice, and all over the place it says sport. It's great. So give it a chance. Give it a drive whenever you can. I mean, there may not be any cars to drive right now, so you may have to get a used car, but I think it's worth the wait. I mean, I had to wait 10 days to 2 weeks, which now is a joke. It's nothing. It came over from Asia, so I waited for that, and that was more than fine. It gave it time to get the paperwork. I live in Massachusetts, so they were able to do an inspection, which no car dealer's ever done for me before, because since there was time. So got the plates and everything. So give it a shot. Watch all the reviews. That's great, but it also depends on you, what you like, how you like to drive, what you want. If you want to just race people all day, Subaru has other cars like the WRX and other cars. Go get that, But most of us in this world of a certain maturity and age, and I'm not saying I've given up on life, and I'm like, I've given up on life now, so it's time for me to move to Florida and get a Subaru. No, it's not about that. It's really about, a lot of times I've gotten cars where I just wanted to get a car. My lease was over. I just didn't even care. And I just got the next car. And now, this time, I really wanted to get a car that I love, that I really want to drive, and I did now. So do that. Take your time if you have it. Get the car that you love and enjoy. Enjoy your life. All right? Subaru, you can enjoy it in this car because, man, that sunroof, when you initially put it back, it goes to a certain point, then you can put it back even farther, and it's probably in the middle of the back seat right now. So it's a wonderful car to drive, and I'll keep saying that, and I'm like a broken record. Give it a shot. Watch other reviews if you want. Doesn't matter to me, but I thought I'd give you my 1 month review. If things change, which they probably won't because these cars are so reliable, I'll get back to you, okay? In the meantime, enjoy. Peace.